Hi, MasterChef. My name is Griselis, but my friends call me Gigi. I am 29 years old, and I am a stay-at-home mom of 3. Welcome to my home here in South Williamsport. Come on in. This is the mudroom, living room right here. This is my littlest one, Esmaya. She just woke up from a nap. Here are my other 2 kids. I have Emmanuel, 8, and Ileana, 4. Say hi.
Hi.
Well, this is our living room where we have dance parties, where we watch movies, show room. We're a young family, but we like to keep things traditional, so we do sit down and have dinner together as a family and talk about our day, what went right, what went wrong, and how we can fix it. So this is our dining room. This is the backyard where we like to play football, we like to play catch. We just have a lot of fun. We have a lot of different hobbies where we play around, run around, climb trees, kick the ball, and we also do the dance parties up in the living room. For those of you who want to know, my husband is actually recording.
Hello.
All right, so now we're gonna enter the kitchen. I have a really emotional story to share with you guys about my kitchen here. 2 months ago, we had a fire in this same kitchen. Right here, the counter, as you can see, it's blue, light blue, and then on here you can see that there's a piece of wood here. This is basically a remembrance of what had occurred here. Kitchen caught on fire. I was putting something to heat up real quick, and the kids just got a new pool, so I stepped out to just watch them, and in seconds, kitchen caught on fire, and I couldn't get to it quick enough because I have a 2-year-old and she's my little tail. She follows me everywhere, and the moment I came in here and I ran because I smelled something, it was uncontrollable. Everything from the oven all the way to the hood range, it was all in fire. I called the police department, I called 911. I knocked on all my neighbors, and what a fun way to meet all your neighbors, right? When it's the summertime and we just moved out here, it's like, hi, I'm your new neighbor and my house is on fire. So it was really devastating on my point, because the way that I feel my accomplishments with this family is through my cooking. The moment I start cooking, if it's breakfast, if it's lunch, if it's dinner, if it's a dessert, I feel like that is why I'm here for. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I take care of my family, but my cooking is the icing on the cake for them. And I felt like a failure when my kitchen caught on fire. I didn't know, how am I going to overcome this? And that very same night when we stood over our friend's house, I was hesitant, but I went in their kitchen and I cooked my family the meal, the dinner, from their mom, who never fails at providing for them. So right now I'm emotional, but I'm ready to cook for you guys to see. So here we go. Okay, so tonight for dinner, I am going to be making cube steak with a yellow rice with green pigeon peas and coconut milk. So in Spanish, it's called arroz con gandules. So I'm gonna be making this. Right now I have my pot where I'm gonna be making my rice. I have some vegetable oil in there heating up. And a woman's best friend is diamonds, but I'll be just fine with a cast iron skillet. So we have a cast iron skillet here with some vegetable oil as well. This is where I'm gonna put the cube steak in there. I'm gonna slice strips And over here, I have that oil where I'm going to mix in some veggies. So what I have here is a red bell pepper, which we're going to cut here. We're not going to use the whole one. And then I have what we call the Italian frying pepper. So we're going to have that. I love to use fresh ingredients and then fry them, because the flavors, they just burst. They burst when you put them in that oil, and then you start adding your sauces in there, and it just melts right all together. And you get that. The kids always, I don't start cooking, I start frying the peppers and everything, and they're like, Mom, it smells so good. What are you cooking? I'm like, I haven't even started yet. For later on, after the rice is done, I have some cilantro here that I'm gonna put over it. I have a couple of garlic cloves here. It's gonna bring out a lot of the flavor. I was not a cook at all. Very first time that I made a meal for my husband was at his aunt's house, and I was so confident. I'm like, this is easy, I can do this. I've seen other people do it. I have the idea in my mind on how to do it, but I never actually put my hands through it and actually did it. So my mother-in-law stepped in, and she was the one that showed me everything. How to not be scared, how to improvise if I didn't have anything, and just come up with whatever's in the kitchen, work with it, and prepare a meal. So she taught me how to make rice, how to make different dishes, and she is from Dominican Republic, and I am Puerto Rican. There are some dishes that are distinguished to that culture, but there's many of the dishes that are just alike. So it was something that I felt confident in, and I learned fairly quickly. And now, even my husband says I cook better than his mom.
That's very true.
So right now I am slicing these red bell peppers. I diced up the garlic, and I have the Italian frying pepper there. Special homemade seasoning called sofrito, and I make a whole jug of it, and it usually lasts me about 2 months. I'm at the bottom of the barrel. So that is a blend of red pepper, green pepper, celery, oregano, onions, garlic, and I use it in everything. I know how to make it from scratch. I can make it really quickly. And I'm also going to use that for my rice, and I'm also going to use that for my cube steak. This is where I have all my spices here. So I'm gonna grab here some cumin, some pepper, some salt. Let's see. Some sazon Goya. And some oregano here. And start adding those spices in there. And after I add those spices, I'm gonna add the pigeon peas. Just some cumin. I have here my measurement here. Now, 2 of these. The Goya sazon. Just going to give some extra color. And I love dried oregano. It smells so great. I love it. It's fresh. It's picked fresh and then dried. That just smells amazing already. Mix that up. And this is the point right now where the kids will be like, what are you cooking right now? It smells so great. And I haven't even done anything yet. I put it up, and then I'm going to put the pigeon peas in there. I already pre-washed my rice. And I'm just going to be using some plain white rice. And then the color of it is going to come through in this moment of sauteing. Here's sauteed. We put the cover on there and we let it simmer to soak up all the coconut milk and the water. We tasted it, and then this is the result. This is steam from the. This is the result of the rice. Look at how nice and soft this looks. So this is ready. I'm gonna set it on low. And the meat, the cube steak, I sliced it and I seasoned it. And we're gonna take a look at that right now because this is almost getting done as well. Put some tomato sauce in there, just a home cook. So how can I go on there? But after watching more and more and seeing everyone's story and where they come from, I have that passion too. I am a stay-at-home mom. I enjoy doing this. This is where I come to de-stress. This is where I come to just feel so much love for my family and express it through my cooking. I know my husband works really long hours, and when we are communicating throughout the day, I can tell whether or not he had a bad day or not. And the way that I feel to make it up to him is not only for him to know that he can vent to me and talk to me, but I would come up with some recipes and I would bring it to the table, and it would be a surprise and a little thank you, like, I know you're working hard and this is what I want to bring to you as a means for you to wrap up your day, but on a good note. And my kids love it, and when we do desserts together, they're always all involved in it. And that became such a big part of my life. Before it never was. And my first attempt to it was a story I feel so embarrassed about now, knowing that I can cook really, really great food, and I owe it all to my family. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know where I can find this passion of mine. And so now, in a few minutes, we're gonna plate and we're gonna see my family's reaction to the food. I'm gonna plate a special plate for you guys. Watching me make a dish for my family and for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on MasterChef season 11.